this video we're taking a look at the new weapon of mass destruction from New Balance. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Fordy Runs. Now, if this is your first time around here, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go to our Facebook page and join the Fordy Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things down there, people. Loads of cool things, including a link to where you can get these. The RC, the racing and competition shoe from New Balance. It's got a big slab of fuel cell and a carbon plate, so let's get stuck in. Right guys, so here we go. We've got the racing and competition shoe from New Balance. Now, this has been out in the US a little while, but it's finally landed here in the UK. Now, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it? Not like it? Looks pretty awesome, no? Right, let's get started. Stats and features first, what do you think? Yeah, I think so. Right, so £210. This shoe is 2 ounces lighter than the TC, so it's just over 7 ounces. You've got, obviously, like I said a second ago, a big slab of fuel cell midsole, so that's a slightly tweaked version, I would say, of the TPU EVA fuel cell midsole from New Balance. You've got the Dynaride on the outsole, which is like a load of hard rubber bits. I'll show you that in a second. And you've got the same stack height as the TC, so you've got 32 in the back, 22 in the front, 22. A 22 10mm drop, as I say, is the same as the TC. Engineered mesh upper, which is super breathable. It's got a few 3D overlays, which I think looks awesome. And that's about it. So the heel area has got just the right amount of cushioning. It's not as hardcore as some of the more racier shoes out there. Tongue's just got enough, and the lacing's fantastic. It's a New Balance, so it fits true to size as you'd expect. You may notice this sort of flare here on the lateral side. That's something from New Balance in terms of helping you in your heel to toe transition, a little bit of technology, sort of know-how they've thrown in. I had to Google that because I wondered what it was, but that's what it is. And the first thing really that comes to mind with this shoe is 1, lightness, and 2, explosiveness. It actually almost feels like a Vaporfly, which is a big claim. The tweaks they've made to the fuel cell, wow, yeah, it really does feel, you know, switched on when you get on it. The carbon plate is like a spoon shape in it, and I didn't notice that much of a kick from it and really till I started gunning it. And that's the thing, right? These shoes, all these hyper shoes that I'm lucky enough to have and things like that, as I've said about a million times, you know, they're not designed for me. And, you know, I get hammered in the comments quite regularly that I'm slow and I shouldn't be reviewing these shoes, all that sort of stuff, which I don't mind, that's people's opinions. But there has been, you know, studies and things shown that even these shoes on an everyday runner will make marginal gains, and that's why we have them. But yeah, I still didn't feel like I felt like I had to work hard to get the most out of the plate. The fuel cell was doing its usual good job, but I really had to go for it to get the plate going. I mean, it's not as sort of bad as the Adidas Pro, which is, I really felt like that I just couldn't get that switched on or turned on. I just couldn't get that 30 degrees and off my go. Yeah, I really had to work kind of hard to get sort of the explosiveness off the plate as well. The fuel cell was doing a great job, but yeah, I just had to work doubly hard, which is not a bad thing, right? So that's the good things. Yeah, I think we'll get on to the bad things. For me, now I'm going to put some B-roll up, okay? Have a look at this. This is quite interesting. This shoe is sort of making my pronation more prominent than I was sort of expecting. Well, not expecting, you know what, with the TC I had the same thing. Now I'm going to bore you to tears again. I do over-pronate a little bit, okay? And I think you can see from the footage that the softness of the fuel cell, again, is having a negative impact on my ride. And it's a shame, because you know what? In the right hands, or on the right feet even, this, like I said at the start, can be a weapon of mass destruction. It is a finely tuned monster, this is. It really is. And I'm just gutted that I've got the same problem that I've got with the TC, which is me collapsing in and getting an unstable ride. Because this is a racing shoe, and I would be looking to use this over the 26.2 miles, maybe 13.1 miles, it has given me real sort of food for thought on where I want to put it into the rotation, because that is a problem for me. It really is. Because it gives me pain on the inside of my shin. And I have noticed it. Well, I've been running in these. It's sort of not flared up a bit, but I can just sort of feel the niggle. And that's, again, these are not problems of the shoe, right? These are problems of me as a bad runner and a bad running form. But it's a word of caution for you everyday runners who may be looking at this or looking to purchase one of these hyper shoes. You know, that's something to consider. That the softness of the fuel cell, it may give you problems. You may be better off in a Brooks or an Adidas, or maybe not the Adidas, but like the Meta Race or the Saucony. It's just worth checking. That's my word of caution. But on the positive side, like I said before, in the right hands or the right feet, this is going to be a absolute weapon. It is exciting to wear. You know, you've got plenty of traction on there. This is going to go through 2 marathon cycles, New Balance said, in terms of wear. It really is an exciting shoe to be in, and with that sort of Vaporfly-ish kind of feel, it feels great. I'll come back with a performance review, and I'm going to let you know how I'm getting on with it, I think. But it's just so damn frustrating that I'm basically a bad runner, and this has shown how bad my form is. Always, you know, I think each to his own, but it just shows. This shoe even shows up my sort of what's the best way to describe it? My not bad technique, but it just highlights certain bad things that I do in running, and I'm really struggling with words, as you can tell. But you know, when you just got something that's not working with you, and it's working against you, and it's no fault of its own, but it's just like a blend that's working together. And I feel that when I've got running shoes, I want them to be a part of me and to be working together. And it sounds a bit funny thing to say, I suppose, but there are shoes out there that just suit me. As an example, the Meta Racer is over there, but the Meta Racer, classic example, it just suits me. And that's the thing, and that's the biggest thing with this. It just doesn't suit me, but it may suit you.